Hey, welcome to today's video. I'm Rick Chapo with DMCAagentservice.com. We have a new DMCA lawsuit that is worth taking a look at. And basically the allegation in this situation is that a company has waived its protection under the DMCA. So specifically, we're talking about the Hawaiian ISP Pacific DirectConnect, who's claimed to have waived DMCA protection. Now, Pacific DirectConnect is an ISP for hotels. It's giving internet access. And the allegation is that it was given notice multiple times about a movie called The Hitman's Bodyguard being uploaded to hotels and watched in a manner that consisted of copyright infringement. And that essentially the hotel has waived its DMCA protection. Now, how did it waive it? Well, there are two allegations. The first is that it failed to comply with the DMCA by designating and enforcing what's known as a repeat infringer policy. So under the DMCA, you get the immunity that's provided, but only if you have a repeat infringer policy. And that policy is pretty much what the name implies. It will say something like, if a user of our website or our service receives more than 2 or 3 complaints within a certain period of time, say a year or two, then they should be terminated. And what the law is trying to address here is a situation where somebody's just repeatedly infringing, just going nuts. Obviously, at some point, they should lose their rights, and the numbers or the figures that are used are often fairly low. And so remember, this is just the complaint, so we don't know what Pacific DirectConnect's response will be to this allegation. But if you don't have a repeat infringer policy, well, then you probably waive the DMCA protection. So if the allegation is true, Pacific DirectConnect, they have a problem. Now, the second allegation is that Pacific DirectConnect did not designate a DMCA agent pursuant to the DMCA. Now, as another part of the compliance process, an ISP, whether you're a website, an app, or an internet connection service like we have here, you have to designate a person to receive copyright infringement complaints called takedown notices on behalf of your company. So if I'm a copyright owner and you have a website or an app, who do I submit my complaint to? Well, that's the DMCA agent, and that agent needs to be designated and listed on the site. It also needs to be registered with the Copyright Office. There's an online registration directory called the DMCA Agent Directory. You can go search for it on Google. You see it pop up. If you don't comply with that step, again, courts have traditionally held that you have waived the DMCA protection. So we have two rather serious allegations that Pacific DirectConnect is going to have to deal with here. The repeat infringer policy is going to be one that will be hashed out through the evidentiary process in the litigation, a period called discovery, where there will be exchanges of documents and depositions will be taken and things of that sort. The DMCA agent designation issue, well, that's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, because really you can go online, do a search on Google for directory of DMCA agents. The Copyright Office's directory will pop up right then. And you can do a search for the company, and if they don't appear, well, then the question is, where's their agent designation? Because again, you have to register with copyright. Now, in this case, one of the issues may be that how they are listed in the directory might be what's causing confusion. So that may be one defense, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. The lesson that you should take from this litigation as a website or an app is that, one, you need to designate an agent. You can do it through us, as you can see there, DMCAagentservice.com. And two, you need to establish and enforce a repeat infringer policy. Very, very important. If you don't take these steps, you can waive your DMCA safe harbor immunity, waive the protection of the law, and that usually is a very bad day. So anyways, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, consider giving me a thumbs up. If not, a thumbs down. Feel free to subscribe to our channel. We post endless number of videos on the DMCA. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.